This is the LECTRIC XP 3.0 long-range electric bike. And at first glance, you'll notice it looks modern but solid with a frame that folds right down the middle, so you can toss it in a car trunk or just tuck it away in a closet. It doesn't scream techie gadget either. Just a sturdy, practical bike that happens to offer a bunch of electric features. I've actually spent a good amount of time with it, racking up miles both solo and sometimes with my dad. And I want to give you a quick review that covers what actually matters from my perspective. Let's talk about key features. The LECTRIC XP 3.0 runs on a 500W rear hub motor, which can actually peak at 100W if you push it. For those new to bikes, that means you've got more than enough power to get moving, keep your speed up, and tackle hills without your legs doing all the work. I immediately noticed this power advantage. Those tough inclines on rural back roads weren't nearly as intimidating anymore. I'd say it felt surprisingly smooth when getting up to speed, not jerky. And that's important if you're moving between pedal power and using the throttle. The 5-pedal assist levels give you real flexibility. If you want just a little help, stay on level 1. Going uphill or need a boost, bump it to 4 or 5. Something I was worried about at first was battery range. With the bikes, I often question how real those claims are. LECTRIC says this model can go up to 65 miles on one charge, which in my experience is possible if you're using the lower pedal assist levels and aren't relying just on the throttle. On a mix of pedal assist and throttle and some moderate hills, I managed about 50 miles before needing a recharge. For most people, especially for commuting or running errands, that's plenty and actually more than I expected. Just keep in mind battery range depends on rider weight, terrain, and how much you use the power modes. A big highlight, and honestly important, especially at night or on less populated roads, is the integrated front light. It's not just decorative either. It's bright enough to see where you're going and to be seen, which eased my mind during late rides. You also get fenders and a sturdy rear rack. I clipped a crate onto the back for grocery runs, and there's even space to put a child seat if you want. It fits real-life needs, not just recreational riding. Comfort is another area where this bike does well. The seat is nicely cushioned and didn't leave me sore, even after a few hours out. The step-through design is genuinely helpful. If you've ever had to awkwardly swing your leg over a tall bike frame, you know it could be annoying, especially with a heavier bike. Here, it's easy to get on and off, and my dad appreciated it even more than I did. The handlebars are adjustable up and down, which means you can set it to the height that works for you. Since everyone's body is different, this is a key detail. The aluminum frame keeps it sturdy, but doesn't feel unwieldy. While test riding, I found the controls easy to use. The display is simple, showing your speed, battery life, and pedal assist level right up front. If you're new to bikes, you just press the plus or minus button to pick the help you want from the motor. The throttle sits on the handlebar, kind of like a scooter. You twist or press it and the bike goes. No pedaling needed. Gear shifting is done with a trigger. A simple click to go up or down just like a regular bike. The brakes are hydraulic disc brakes, and that's a big deal for safety. They stop fast and work well in both dry and wet conditions. Much better than the cheaper brakes on other bikes I've tried. I have to admit, the weight threw me at first. At 64 pounds, this isn't a bike you want to carry up 5 flights of stairs every day. If you remove the battery, it's a bit lighter, but it's still heavy compared to traditional bikes. That said, the folding mechanism kind of makes up for it. You just pull a lever, fold it, and that's it. It's compact enough to fit in most car trunks. I took it to a friend's place by car without a problem. So if you want something portable, this matters. If you're worried about setting it up, let me reassure you. The XP 3.0 comes almost fully assembled. I had to attach the handlebars, pedals, and front wheel, and it took me less than an hour. The instructions are clear, and the included tools get the job done with no guesswork. As someone who usually dreads assembling stuff, I appreciated the straightforwardness. In my opinion, this bike is perfect for people who want a practical electric bike, but don't want to spend a fortune or deal with complicated apps and settings. You get solid performance and reliability without the learning curve that comes with other tech-heavy bikes. From my experience, the XP 3.0 handled both city streets and country back roads just fine. It could be your commuter, grocery getter, or just a fun way to get outside more. The removable battery is easy to take out for charging, and charging back up took around 5 to 6 hours for me. That's average for a bike this size. I did notice a couple of annoyances. The key slot is under the frame, which made it a bit tricky, especially in low light. Also, the key needs to stay put while riding, so there's a small risk of bumping it. That hasn't been a major issue so far, but it could bother someone who's not super careful. You might wonder if the top speed is enough. Electric says it tops out at 28 miles per hour, but in my regular use, I mostly ride closer to 20 miles per hour, which feels fast enough for urban riding or hilly routes. It's speedy when you need it, but not scary. I'd recommend this for just about anybody looking for a well-rounded bike. Whether you're a daily commuter, someone who wants to ride for fun with friends or family, or you just want to try something new, the XP 3.0 is easy to get used to and performs reliably. Regular cleaning and checking the cables and tires is all you really need to do for maintenance. In conclusion, the LECTRIC XP 3.0 long-range electric bike surprised me with how much thought went into its design. There's power when you need it, comfort for longer trips, and useful features that make daily life easier. It isn't perfect. The weight and the key placement might bug some people, but the overall package is great for the price. My experience has been overwhelmingly positive, and it's a bike I keep choosing for both short rides and longer trips. If you want convenience, flexibility, and real value, it's definitely worth a look. You can find detailed information about the LECTRIC XP 3.0 long-range electric bike in the comment section. See you in the next video.